Today, Supreme Court Justice Stephen Breyer is expected to formally announce his retirement, and President Biden says he wants to nominate a woman of color as the replacement. Joining us live right now this noon with the likelihood of that happening is distinguished lecturer in law at Georgetown, an old friend of ours, Frederick Lawrence. Great to see you here this noon.
Good to be with you.
So let's talk about the retirement, first of all, of Justice Stephen Breyer, something that he has alluded to for a while. What will this mean for the court?
It'll mean a lot and it'll mean a little. It'll mean a little because the ideological balance of the court is not going to change. In all likelihood, Justice Breyer will be replaced by a justice of roughly the same stripe, perhaps slightly more liberal, but you'll still have 6 conservatives, 3 liberals, so it's not going to change that balance. On the other hand, as Justice Byron White, who served on the court for many years, famously said, every time one justice changed, it's a whole new court, because it changes all the relationships among them, particularly with this historic appointment, as we expect it to be the first black woman in the history of the United States Supreme Court. It could change some of the dynamic and chemistry in the court, but I wouldn't look for dramatic changes, at least not right at the beginning.
Well, let's talk about her and what she brings to the court, and the fact that she has had Republican support in the past. You know what, Frederick? We're on standby right now, waiting for the president as well as Justice Breyer to speak. So we have someone coming to the podium. It's not the president yet. So I'm going to continue with this question.
Okay.
What does she bring to the court? And the fact that she's had Republican support in the past, what does that mean for the likelihood of her nomination?
So I assume you're referring to Judge Brown Jackson,
yes.
Ketanji Brown Jackson. She is the front runner by all estimates. She brings great experience as a public defender. That's a very different kind of experience to bring to the court, somebody who's been in the trenches and on the defense side. She has served as vice chair of the Sentencing Commission. Interestingly, Stephen Breyer, before he was a judge, worked on the Sentencing Commission as a professor and as counsel to the Senate Judiciary Committee. So there's an interesting continuity here if she plays that role. She also brings her own family background and all that she will bring to that. And of course, her pedigree is impeccable. She's Harvard College, Harvard Law School.
Okay, we have our 2-minute warning, so time for one last question. You know, this is a promise that President Biden made on the campaign trail to nominate an African-American woman to the court if given the opportunity to do so. If he does not make good on this promise, how do you think that will resonate among his supporters?
I'm going to answer the question a different way. I think there is 0 chance that he will not make good on this promise. I would be astounded if he does not make good on this promise.
All right. Frederick Lawrence, it's always great to have you here sharing your expertise and your insight. We'll be in touch. Take care.